The mission is freshly caught. Deliver a Cheep Cheep cookie to Crown City Pier without touching solid ground. So we're gonna have to really basically take it through the navigable waters. Although the first issue is going to be trying to get a Cheep Cheep cookie that is not on land to begin with, which I think technically exists. I think might rephrase this one to be land instead of solid ground. That might be less ambiguous. I think a left here is what we want. Oh yeah, perfect. We're actually pretty close. But yeah. I think there probably should be some that are on like boats or something. Like that makes sense to me, that would be a thing. But I'm not certain, so we'll see. And if none exist that are like on boats or something, then we could add a rule of like, you must touch water within 15 seconds of getting the Cheep Cheep cookie or something. I'm pretty confident there are some on boats. I guess at the very least there are probably some on trucks. Is this the right way? This is not the right way. Well, I'm not sure this is the right way either. Unless there's an Okay, there should be a left turn somewhere. Am I ready? I don't know. We'll see. Man, cool biker Yoshi. Okay, this is the way. I guess in theory, you could grab a lunch bag using a feather. Like in theory. Alright, here we are. So this would be the sort of place that gives you what you want. But I'm really looking to see, is there anywhere on the water that we could get our lunch from? Like, I thought I had like a memory of like these boats having something, but they might have just had normal item boxes. Which obviously won't give you cheap cookies. There's item boxes there in the middle. Okay, is there any way we can get food without touching the land here? If not, that's fine, right? We can just do like a, you know, like I said, we can have a rule of like, you must be off of land within like 10 seconds of grabbing the food. So like this would be food, for example. Like in theory, actually. I think, hold up. We could make this work. Because in theory, we can, if we are in the air with the feather by the time, okay, that gives us our thing. And then we jump into the water. Well, I think you would rather do it over there on that side. And I'm assuming these are going to give us the right thing. They'd better. The issue is I think there's like multiple levels of this meal, and not all of them have the Cheep Cheep cookie, which is concerning. Okay, and... okay, that was a little early. Although, honestly, you already do have a buffer period, don't you? Because it does a little roulette thing. So yeah, that can be the rule. Like, you must be in the water, or you must be off land by the time the roulette finishes. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Alright, so that's giving me like a takoyaki type of deal. Or an apple. Neither of these are what we're looking for. Like, there's a specific item that is a Cheep Cheep cookie that we need to acquire here. Maybe it's from one of the other stalls. We'll just grab them both. Ooh, no, that's land. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's the right item, but we were on land when we got it, so just gotta get it more carefully. Okay. Ooh, stones. Okay, that was... I'm gonna count that as being on land. We'll just do it again. Because we were like slightly there. Okay. I think it's the first stall, so we don't need to worry about the second. We can just go straight this way. Perfect. Okay. Alright. We have our cheap cookie. Now we have to deliver this to the Crown City Pier without touching land. Which means we're going to have to take this river out into the ocean and go around Peach Beach. And I really hope you can actually navigate all these waters. Because there's the Crown City. So, yeah. I guess in theory you could also do it upstream like this, but I think going to the ocean is going to be the better way. Just gotta be really careful not to accidentally brush up against a riverbank or even a stone in the water along the way. But this is a relatively short stretch of river, so it shouldn't be too difficult, in theory. Let's just remember, speed is important, but let's not overemphasize it. Getting this to Crown City is more important. Okay, these rocks are rough. In the wording, I'll probably explicitly mention rocks as something you're not allowed to touch as well. Without touching land or rocks. Yeah. Because I think that makes this more interesting. What the heck? What did I even get hit by? Huh. Anyway. Probably cheap. Okay. Okay. Oh, hold up. Maybe we could use a plane. How do you get on board the plane? I didn't realize they boarded here. And technically, a dock is not wood. Or a dock is not land, technically. Although I don't really know where this plane goes. Or if this one even goes anywhere. It might not. Okay, this is probably not actually going to help at all. But if we could get like on the... I don't know. You actually go anywhere? Alright, the plane idea probably isn't great. I think we just gotta go through, Salty Speedway. Oh, okay. Wood is not... Is this land? I kind of feel like this might be land. Okay, well, we'll count this as land. Alright. Dang it. Okay. I don't know. Is this land? Like, this is stone bricks? And if the rocks didn't count... Okay, well, those are definitely rocks. Alright. Note to self, don't actually go through Salty Speedway. Alright, so we'll need to turn left at that bend in the river in the future. Dang. And I thought we were doing pretty good, too. Right, this doesn't actually make you go faster. What am I doing? We actually might keep this feather, because in theory you could board a plane with it. Now again, I'm not sure if the plane will actually take us where we want to go, but it's probably pretty fast. And it definitely isn't land. Yeah, in the theory we might even be able to take it from this Yoshi's establishment. Like, we might be able to just do it quick enough. Hold on. Does this have a sign? Do you have a sign saying what you serve? You serve sushi. Okay, well, that's not going to work. We need a cheap cookie. I can't be delivering real fish. I need to deliver fake fish. Jeez. What the heck, man? Okay, we're back. Here we go. I didn't account for that existing, but we're fine. We're good. Alright. Alright, we do want to make up some time because we are having to reattempt this. But we'll see. Obviously, you want to not fail. That's kind of priority number one. Oh, we turned into a... we skirted the bank just enough to turn into normal mode. Ah! Okay, this might be the hardest mission in this whole challenge. Maybe. Does Rosalind turn into anything cool if you give her sushi? Okay, I think we've found out that Rosalind is just Japanese. Because none of the Japanese food turns her into, like, a different version of herself. I wonder if the water in this game makes sense, like, geologically. Okay, we will not mess it up this time. Okay. That being said, I've got an even for a stronger drive to go fast now. Because we've already messed it up twice. But we've already messed it up twice, so, like, maybe I should be more careful. But we've got time to make up, you know? Let's not take the needlessly narrow path there. And that's not technically land, that's just wood. Wood is not land. Woods can happen on land, but wood is not land. That's what I always say. Okay. So we have to take a left at our intersection. This is our intersection. Okay. Lots of rocks over here, but we should be fine. Okay, ooh, okay. Alright. Not like super difficult, but obviously you gotta be a little careful. Alright, and there we go. We're out into the bay. Lovely. That guy's littering. He's the worst. Okay. So now we just need to... We'll hug the coastline so we don't accidentally get scooped up by Lakitu. But we just gotta do, sail across the open sea until we get to Crown City. This should be the easy part of the expedition. And unfortunately, once again, we cannot use items right now because, well, we've got our fish. We can't use our fish. We got to deliver it somewhere. I do wonder, is this... Man, I really should have looked up if these guys... Like, because the speedboat's got to be faster, right? You wouldn't lose your items by getting into a boat, right? And these dolphins are really big. I had no idea they were this big. It's gonna be so much faster. I think you gotta at least take the chance, right? This is not so much faster. Like, is this as fast as it goes? This is kind of underwhelming. Maybe it is faster and it just doesn't feel as fast because the camera's zoomed out. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, well, that is probably still worthwhile. On balance, hopefully. It's a shame that Peach Beach extends so far out into the ocean. We do really need to be careful because, like, we're close to the edge of the world here, and I do not want Lakitu to get any ideas. And as long as you can see, like, a dragon eel off in the distance, it's probably fine. You can ride the dragon eels, can't you? And that's not really useful for our purposes right now, but worth considering, maybe. No! Is this possible? Hold up. Before we go and get that again, let me just... Let me really hug the coastline here and see if Lakitu always picks you up here. Because it's plot... Oh, no. So, yeah, this whole stretch of ocean isn't actually navigable. Oh, no! Is this impossible, then? Like, the only other way this could work is if you went upstream all the way to Acorn Heights and then went all the way down here. And I don't even think that gives you to the Crown City Pier, but... Because the river seems to end there. And obviously I don't think going out on this coast... I doubt that's gonna work for you. Like, if this coast didn't work... Is the light... it's hard to say where the border of the ocean, navigable ocean, is. Like, this coast might be navigable. Okay, so, we're gonna have to go back to Cheap Cheap Falls. We're going to have to go upstream all the way to Acorn Heights to then try to go back downstream. We'll start by going down this tributary towards Crown City to see if that gives us somewhere desirable. If that doesn't work, we're going to have to go all the way back up and see if maybe it's possible to go around this coastline here. Ah. That sucks. Okay. I don't think this train really gets us where we want to go, unfortunately. That being said, I'm riding it regardless. Okay, this mission might actually be pretty tough. Like, I just assumed that you'd be able to, that the lagoon would be linked with the, Alright, this is taking us not in the right way, so we gotta get off this as soon as we can. Well, now it's kind of taking us in the right way. Well, okay, maybe we'll stick with this for a bit. Okay, this is actually going more or less where we want. Not sure if it's actually any faster than just driving normally, but it's different scenery at least. Actually, this is basically bringing us exactly where we want to go. Now, I don't think it goes all the way to Cheap Cheap Falls, but it seems to go close. I mean, it's still basically taking us where we want to go. Like, I do think we're... Probably here is where we get off, I'd say. Yeah. These power lines go on for a while. I wish I had like a feather that I could get on them with. Okay, so we're gonna have to go upstream this time. Now, it is possible that this might not be able to take us to Crown City Pier. In that event, right, if that's just completely impossible, then we might just say, like, get to Crown City, okay? And not specify the pier. Right, keep in mind this is me kind of designing the game in real time. Okay. There is also the plane strategy too, if this just completely doesn't work. Now, I'm not sure I really love the idea of the only way this being possible is via plane, but maybe. Like, if that's actually a viable strategy, then I don't know, that's... Like, I think it's really cool if that's a viable strategy. I don't think it's good if that's the only viable strategy. Okay. Now, I think that like this should be able to get us to Acorn Heights pretty easily. I don't think we'll be entering any like super shallow areas that we... Because obviously in real life, rivers get like shallower as they get kind of upstream. Because all of the water tends to go down like one path, and so it like gathers together. I'm not sure that's so much the case with this river. I think it just kind of exists as a navigable river like the whole way, which is nice for us, certainly. Dandelion Depths actually might be a little complicated for us because it has like massive waterfalls, doesn't it? I'm not sure if we can navigate past that, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so here's Dandelion Depths. Okay, we can... If you go the Moo Meadows route, you can go around Dandelion Depths. It is longer, so we might as well check at Dandelion Depths just to make sure we can't actually cut straight through, but I think we'll probably have to go around, if I had to guess. We'll see. Because, I mean, there's the actual, like, track, but, like... Ooh, gotta pay attention. Like, I think we can, if we go up this waterfall over here, I think that's good. And actually, we could take a ride on these toads. Oh, rude. Okay, well, we don't need you. We're good. There we go, cut straight through Dandelion Depths. Easy. And I wonder how many people are going to make the same mistake I did. I'm thinking like, oh, do you just go to the ocean and go around? Easy. Nah, it's not that easy. Alright, that left there is going to take us to Moo Meadows. We do not want that. We also do not want to hit that mushroom, contrary to what you may have been told. Okay, hold on. So, I guess Dandelion Depths must be like some sort of water spring, because we're going downstream now. When we were previously going upstream, I'm fairly certain. Man, people just littering with the banana peels in the water? I guess it could be worse, but like, it could be better. And those drivers are crazy. And this is a nice scenic trip, if nothing else. Definitely going to add, like, no land, no rocks to the description of this mission. Because I don't want it to be ambiguous whether or not you're allowed to hit the rocks. And I think not hitting the rocks is basically the only kind of noteworthy challenge of this whole endeavor. Once you get just general navigation out of the way of like, oh, can't just go to the ocean. That's rough. Okay, and there should be another path around here. Okay. And that's the road. I think this is where we want to go. Yep, okay. Onwards! Oh, jeez. Hard to time these jumps. Ooh, a little blind, too. Okay. I'm not sure I actually wanted the star, because I don't really feel super comfortable at the speed increase. Oh, no. My wheels came out for a second. Ah! Okay. Yeesh. We are so far away. We weren't even that close. Ah. Okay, okay, it's fine. It's fine, we're fine. This isn't even helpful. Okay. We're like stuck. How do I get out of this? This forest nightmare. I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. I told you that star was bad news. I knew it. Okay, this train might go ruined. Okay. And honestly, the river is probably the most direct route at this point. Like, we gotta take a right as soon as we get the opportunity. This should at least be faster, I think. What's like... Isn't there like a... I thought there was a way to go faster with these. Oh, I guess not. All part of the plan. Clearly. And there's a Yoshi's even out here? It's crazy. And I'll take some food. Sure. Ooh, is this, shit, kebabs. Alright. This is more what I imagine Delivery Girl Rosalina's look like. Especially on a bike. You don't want to wear that dress on a bike. And this mission is, harder than a lot of the others, that's for certain. Just going down the river, down the river. Come to think of it, isn't it a little weird this river doesn't directly connect to the actual falls of Cheep Cheep Falls? I guess the falls must be coming from their own independent spring. Or maybe they do, and it's just you have to go this way, and I want the other way around. That could be it too. Oh, this seems pretty peaceful. Oh, the train does go directly through this place. Huh, who would have thought? Okay, we are back at Cheep Cheep Falls. We're on the actual race course right now. Ain't that something? This race course is kind of difficult. Okay. I need my festival food. Okay, we need to be more careful this time. We can't keep messing this up. Like, at this rate, this one mission is going to end up being a majority of our playtime. Okay. You gotta be careful. Caution wins the day here. Caution. Are you looking for a hitchhiker? Or, no, he is. I don't know. Could be a hitchhiker. Alright, onwards we go. Up, up, and away. Really feeling the time pressure at this point. We are not putting up a good time, I don't think. Particularly because of this mission. Oh, why did I write this mission? This mission sucks. But like in a good way. Why am I trying to get speed boosts? Don't do that. Don't be dumb. Just... Look, going a little faster is good. However, it's all for naught if we mess up and have to restart this whole process again. So, just get it delivered, alright? I'm gonna grab a question mark block, but we can't actually use it because we have a fish. Feather is useful. Potentially. Okay, there's where we got our current outfit from. Left is Moo Moo Meadows deal, right? That's not even the map. Yeah, okay. Like, honestly, this is more of a marathon than the Haunted, or the Horror Marathon. I get one lapse of judgment and it's all over, you know? It's scary. And I want to go fast. I want to make up time, but... it's risky. And what's the thing? Slow and steady wins the race. Like that mushroom, I think is danger mode. Like, people need to stop littering in this river. It's dangerous. For me, specifically. Take it easy, take it easy. Okay. Like, halfway to where we're trying to get to, I think? It's a long delivery. And now this music is appropriate to what's going on right now. Okay, this is exactly how I died last time. Okay, lots of rocks. Okay. Feeling a little better. Oh, plane. Can I ride you? Can you take me to the Crown City? Maybe. That'd be nice. Wouldn't it? Okay, that's a tricky formation. We'll be coming up on Toad Factory pretty soon. There's lots of rocks in this part of the river, so you gotta be real careful. Don't get the mushroom. Okay, I think this is Toad's Factory. Up ahead here. Hold up. We gotta make sure we're going the right way here. Left, okay. I really hate these blind jumps. Okay. I will note, I do think the wheels come out during those, like, super waterfalls, but I'm gonna say that's fine. Alright, we're at Toad Harbor. Just gotta take a straight shot through here. Great place for testing vehicles. Right here. Who will say? But stay clear, make sure you have a lot of clearance here. I'm kind of surprised the ocean doesn't just extend all the way. Like, you'd think it would. I guess not. I wonder if the Bowser music started playing because I was heading towards the Bowser zone. Guess that kind of makes sense. Like, what I'm really hoping for, honestly, I am hoping that this termination point over at Crown City is like some sort of like underground water tunnel or something that takes us out to the bay. It'd be weird for this whole body of water to not connect to the ocean, I think. I guess it does connect, it's just the other way. Like, I think it's a left here. I think this is a place you can turn. It is. Okay. I don't think I've ever explored this part of the water. I really don't want to hit that mushroom. Getting narrow. And Crown City should be this direction, yeah? Yeah. Through the desert a bit, but generally this way. Whoa. Brave man, brave man. Again, also that fording place, tires came out. Okay. So I don't think tires come out is going to be the end-all be-all of, like, the judgment here. It's just, like, if you're in the water, like, you know you're in the water. Just don't, like, accidentally make land. Or you can be in shallow water, just don't be on land. Okay, there's Toadette, so we should be really close to Crown City at this point. Okay, I really don't... Why are there so many mushrooms there? Okay, so where does this actually terminate? How does this terminate? I need to know. Does it just, like, disappear into a hillside, or... water pipe. I could say you deliver to this pipe. In theory. 'Cause I'm... Well, I guess I could see where this spits you out. Because it's going to spit you out somewhere. If it just spits you out in the middle of Crown City, then if I change the wording to just deliver to Crown City, then there you go. Even better if it spits you out in the water. But I don't think that's going to happen. Right here. Oh, it's like a storm drain. Okay. So, yeah, alright. I'm not upset with the idea of changing it to just deliver to Crown City. And you go into that pipe, spits you out, and you're in Crown City technically before you touch the ground. Okay, so we'll count that as done. Alright, we have delivered to Crown City. That one took it.